Hello, good day to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Depends on where you are watching from. If this is your first time watching me live or replay, my name is Iris, and I'm a full-time working mom to three lovely children living in Singapore. If you're following my page, you will probably know that I'm actually running a 10 days Go Live series. And today is my 8th day. And also today is my considered as a third day of this live stream interview. I'm so happy and honored that Miss Beth Chen, all the way from Taiwan, accept my invitation to join me as my guest today. Let's welcome Miss Beth Chen. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Aris. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation to join me this live stream interview. I
Yeah,
understand that right now you're quarantined in a hotel, right?
yes. Yeah, so thank you for having me here.
Yes.
So I'd like to introduce myself a bit.
Yes. Thank
So
you.
just as you mentioned that I'm from Taiwan, but 2 years ago, me and my husband, we relocated to California, the States, because he got a promotion job there. So we have been living in the States for almost 2 years. So, but for now, you can see that I'm at a hotel room in Taiwan because after 2 years, for this pandemic, we haven't had the chance to visit our family and friends in Taiwan. So, I'm so grateful that because of this business, and then I have this freedom that I can choose to, go back here. And then I'm planning to be here until, May. So I'll be back to LA in May.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I think
Mhm.
because of this business, you have the opportunity to actually stay back in Taiwan for a few months, right?
Yes,
Imagine if
yes.
let's say we are working. I don't think our boss allow us to take so long holiday, right?
Yes, yes. It's can you imagine this 3 months vacation? Yeah, although my husband, he and we are going back together, but he has to do his work, so he has to be back in the States like only in 1 month. So he will be back there in March, but I will
Yeah.
stay here longer. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
great. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for your short introduction.
Mhm.
Okay, let me bring up the first question to you.
Sure.
Um, can you let us know what was your life before you start this online business?
Yeah, sure. So as I mentioned, that 2 years, before that, when I was still in Taiwan, I work in a travel agency. So I work at the office, and also I was a tour leader. So my life before was always busy at work. So it was always about work. And then in the travel agency, we have the high seasons. So about high season is about 3 to 4 months in a year. So usually, for this high season, I work overtime, usually over 12 hours a day. So it's like when I got back home, it's already sometimes it's midnight or after 10. It's like, just daily routine. And also I work as a tour leader. So it was a very, high demanding and also a very stressful job because I lead a tour overseas, and usually it's from Taiwan to European countries. And usually for a tour, it's over like 2 weeks. And as a tour leader, I have to deal so many urgent things come up to me. So like when I was overseas in the European countries, usually it's my guests, they are maybe get sick, or maybe they have something. Maybe sometimes they lost their passports, and sometimes they have some urgent things that I have to take care. And sometimes when I was sleeping at a hotel room, can you imagine like maybe 3 to 4 in the morning, I got a call from my guest and I had to deal with them. So it's like that kind of, job, although, I get to see so many beautiful sceneries in outside in, overseas countries, but, I was so stressful because I have to deal so many things that come so urgent. And also, when we come back to Taiwan, I have to deal with this time difference. And I'm already over 40 now, so I can't imagine like this kind of job I have to, to do it for a long time, for for my future. So that's why at that moment I was starting to thinking that maybe I should change to another job or something. So that was my life before. It was always busy about work, and then I have this kind of guilty that I don't have time for my family, my husband, my parents, and sometimes for myself. So usually, at the weekends, like Saturday and Sundays, if I don't lead the tours, when I was still in Taiwan, I usually want to rest. I usually want to sleep, and I don't want to go outside. So that's
I
my
totally
routine.
understand because your time outside was more than your at home. And
Yeah.
probably a lot of people will be quite admired to your job. I understand a lot of people saying that, oh, you're tour leader,
Yes.
you got to have a free tour, right? Get to see so many
Mhm.
things. But
Yes.
this is not
But
a
that was
leisure
not true.
tour. This is not a leisure tour, right? This is
Yeah.
a work. It's a business tour. So you got so many things
Mhm.
you got to prepare. I understand that because I myself also follow a tour travel tour last time. A lot of things have to be like we let the tour guide to do all the arrangement.
Yes.
So if we face
Mhm.
any issue, definitely they are our first person to go. So I
Yes.
understand
Yes.
how headache it is, even to
Yeah.
small little things, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, even sometimes when weather was not that okay, I have to change the itinerary, and also sometimes I have to cooperate with the bus driver. And, sometimes if there's something happen with the restaurant or the hotel, and then I have to fix it. So it's like, wow, so many things going on during the tour. Yes.
I can totally understand that. So okay, let me go to the next question. Probably you
Yeah,
also
sure.
touch a bit on that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that is your why, right? You decide to have
Yeah.
this online business. But I believe you definitely try to look for any other option out there. So
Mm-hmm.
why did you decide to come to online business?
So it was my life before when I was still in Taiwan. And then when I noticed that, oh, my husband had this kind of opportunity that to work overseas in the United States, I was so happy about my new life. So I quit my job and then we, relocated in California. So when I was, first arrived in the States, because it was my first time in the United States, I was so excited about my new life. So I was kind of dreaming like what kind of new life I will have here in the States. But it was 2020 in February. So you know what happened? The pandemic just happened, and then I was kind of I was having fun like 3 weeks, and then like I think in the mid March 2020, and it's starting to lock down already. And then I was
The
kind of, oh my
global.
god, I was stuck at home like for several months. So I was kind of, oh my god, my new life was kind of, I kind of feel this kind of stuck and staying at home. So I start to thinking that, oh my God, my life is kind of strange because in the past I was too busy. But for now, I was too, I got too much time for myself. So I was kind of, how can I find a balance for myself?
Yeah,
So
imbalance from 100 to
yes,
0, right?
yes. So I started to search something online, but I didn't really know that what would be suitable for me for my my new job. But I was just searching. But I noticed that online is a trend because like at that time we can do everything online, and we even bought our very first car in the States online. So everything we can do just online. So just one day I saw this ad and I scroll my phone. So well, it just saw this kind of advertisement, and then it just caught my attention because it was talking like someone you can do an online and you can also earn something online. So I was thinking, oh, maybe this is just a fit for me. So that's why I started to jump into this business. Mhm.
Mm, mm, mm. You are right. Probably last time they already have this online, but when this pandemic started, right, I
Mhm.
believe that the online world is just suddenly get so busy because from
Yes.
the food delivery to anything, even if you want to see doctor, also they use this telemedicine, right? Yeah,
Yes.
all
Yes.
just yeah, everything suddenly just go to online.
Hmm.
And suddenly
Yeah.
last time we never use Zoom, and now suddenly
Mhm.
Zoom is so common. And Zoom
Yes.
is so common until my children, all of them attend the
Yeah.
Zoom lesson. Can you imagine
Mhm.
that if let's say this pandemic never really start, they never
Mhm.
really touch into computer. I can say that they
Yes.
probably will use the phone or iPad, but not on the
Mhm.
computer. But because of the
Yes.
learning, they will start to use the computer and they used to type on the keyboard. use the
Yes.
words. I can say they are pro and con as well. So we try to look at the
Mm-hmm.
bright side that what they have learned from here. Yeah, I
Yes.
understand that.
So
Yeah.
everything is just shift online
Yes,
suddenly.
everything just shift
Yes.
online. Okay, then my next question to you.
Mhm.
Do you have any concern before you joining this online business? Because
Yeah, of
I'm not,
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are
So
you a
of
tech
course,
savvy? Are you like very heavy user in the social media?
I'm not really a very heavy user on this social media, but like in the past, I do post, but like maybe I don't know, maybe several times a year, but not like every day or or maybe once a month. Just not that heavy users. So what my concern about join this online business is, of course, I will think, oh, is this true or is this a scam something? So of course, I was afraid because I didn't know what this business, is about. So I did my due diligence and then I did my research about this, person. I saw her advertisement and I want to know if this is the real person. So I did ask a lot of questions before I really want to jump in. I think you did your due diligence too, right? Because we all want to know if this is real, if this is, a fit for me. So after I asked so many questions and then I know that, oh, this is real. And I will have a coach and I will have a mentor to assist me all the way when I'm running this business. So I feel so secure. So that's why I jump in. And then I feel really secure right now because I have, this community and there are so many people will be there supporting us, whenever we have any questions. So it's really a very, legit business. This is
Yeah, I
real.
think our footstep, right? I think many of us, right, when we first join in, all of us, we have the same concern because we are all
Sure.
human. Yeah, and because of
Mhm.
online, all of us, we're so scared about scam because definitely we got so many news, right? Even from the police or from the media, ask us to be
Yes.
more aware. Yes, SMS or anything, you will just get this kind of scam. You're very scared, and some more
Mhm.
for us like myself, right? I just say that like I'm not tech savvy. I'm
Mhm.
totally not a social media user at all. At least you do
Mhm.
some posts, right? In a few months. To me, I don't do
Yes.
any posts at all. So when I
Really?
stumble, yeah, I don't do. I think my account just for the sake of account only. Yeah, really. So I
Oh.
even hardly go to the Facebook as well. So when I
Mhm.
first stumbled into these ads, right, I'm also worried. And the good thing is, we can go and check it out. This person, Facebook
Mhm.
business page. So
Yes.
in there, they show that the life and then the
Mhm.
family. So
Yes.
I tell myself, if this is a scam, would you really show your face and your family? You wouldn't,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
this is how I'm also same as you. I ask tons of questions. Yeah,
Yes.
I ask tons of questions. But that one when I ask is after I watch the 90 minutes webinar. Because
Mhm.
before that, I can't find any question to ask, right or not?
Mhm. Yes.
The only
Yeah.
thing you can check it out is after you watch the 90 minutes webinar. Only then you have all the
Yes.
question, then I can ask.
Mhm.
Then I tell myself, if the person unable to answer me, then I know something was wrong. But if I get
Mhm.
all my answer, all my queries been answered, right? I
Mhm.
think this is something that worth to check it out. I go for my next step,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then I can see
Mhm.
the profile, the business page. Then slowly understand what is it all about. But of course,
Mhm.
then we take action and go for the next step, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I think all of us, because I'm thinking we are all a working mother, we are all mothers.
Mhm.
So I think how to say that you believe, right? Or working mothers, right? Correct or not? or
I'm
full-time
not a mother yet.
or
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
long as how to say that is you can see the face what I mean is the family yeah, you can see their
Mhm.
profile background. So if you really
Mhm.
cannot find this person in the Facebook, right, something wrong with that. Correct or not? If they
Mhm.
want to be scam
Yeah.
on you, definitely those the Facebook you can't find anything regarding them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
so just need to do your check. Yeah, same
Yes.
concern.
Yeah.
Okay, then my next question to you, this will be the last question.
Mhm.
Mm, can you share to us how long you are in this business and what is the biggest result or change that happened to you since you started?
I have been running the business for 1.5 years now. So I think my biggest result, like you can see now, I'm here in Taiwan, and then I can be here. I love this time freedom that I'm having now because, in the past, as I mentioned, I was too busy. So if I want to take some days off, like maybe at most like 1 week. But for now, I can, choose to go anywhere that I want, and I'm my own boss, so I can choose. Like this time when I'm coming back, I'm choosing to be here for more than 3 months. So it's like, although I'm still now at the hotel, I haven't met my family and friends yet, but I'm planning to be here and have this special moment with my family and friends for more than 3 months. So this time freedom is something that money can buy, because if we were still an employee, and then if we are still working for somebody else, we don't have this freedom for ourselves. I think maybe at most 2 weeks a year, and that's the top. But for myself now, I can have this time freedom that I can choose what things I want to do like every day. So I become much happier because I can decide what kind of lifestyle I want to live for now. So like when we are still in the States, like in the morning, I can have much more time to spend with my husband, and then to really sit down to have a nice breakfast or to make some coffee. And then also sometimes we'll go to the beach and then go to the park, and to really to enjoy our life. We are not just making a living, but we are making a life for now. So it's like, this kind of lifestyle is like really a life, a call life. But in the past,
Yes.
it's just like making a living. So it was too busy. Yeah.
Yes, it's my dream too to have that kind of time freedom like you. Do you know that
Mhm.
but because I'm still a full-time working, so do you
Mhm.
know that I'm worked for more than 15 years now. The
Mhm.
longest leave that I've ever taken was only 2 weeks, you know.
Yeah.
That time
Yes.
2 weeks actually with my family we tour to UK and to Paris to France.
Mhm.
So I took only 2 weeks. I wanted to take longer. In fact, I want to go for 1 month, you know, you see,
Yeah.
because we travel so far away, right? But the thing
Yes.
is that I have a job, my responsibility, and if I'm not
Mhm.
around, then my colleague have to take over my job, right? So I also feel
Mhm.
that kind of guilty. But
Yes.
after 2 weeks holiday, when I returned, my email, my mailbox was full, and then I have to think about maybe half a day or more than a day just to clear up, because some things
Yes.
that I still need to follow up by myself. That kind of
Mhm.
stress, right? You can't really enjoy much on your holiday. Yeah, even though probably your physically was there, but your soul was actually not there, right?
Yeah,
We
so
wanted to try to
true.
enjoy, right? Yeah, I'm looking
Yes.
forward to have such a dream life like you. To me, is
Mhm.
yeah, we should live the life as what we call life, and not just for the sake of
Yes.
living.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. Before we ended this interview, do you have
Mhm.
any advice to any audience here who watching us, whether live or replay? If they are still
Yeah.
skeptical, they are still scared, what is your
Yeah.
advice to them?
Sure. I think because if you know if this is true, I think that's normal because we are just humans. So we will just sometimes we are skeptical, or sometimes we are afraid. And I think that's normal. And we were there too. So I would suggest, like, if you have any doubts or if you have any questions, just reach out to Iris, because we are here. We are real humans and human beings. So we'll be here and, answer your questions. So if you have any question, just like we were, and then just ask your questions, and then Iris will answer you. And then I think the second step is, just to take action. Because when I look back my life before, like I have the chance to live in the States, and also I have the chance to become my own boss, it's all because I took action. Because like in before I like when I had this kind of dilemma, I mean 2 years ago when I was still in Taiwan, I was having this kind of fear that I didn't know what I will do in the States for 4 years. And then I didn't know what I'm facing for an unknown. So, this kind of unknown or afraid is always there. But we have to take action to make things happen. So I took action, and then I was there in the States, and also I took action you took action, and then we are here as business owners. So if you have any doubts, any afraid and fear, that's all normal. So just take action and to make things happen. If you don't take action, and then nothing will happen, right? So
Yeah.
take action is the key to all success. Yes.
To me, right, we need to take control of our life. If we don't
Mm-hmm.
take control of the life, right, your life will just maneuver by somebody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you
Yes.
work as your status as an employee, your life you will just really depend on that monthly salary, paycheck by paycheck
Mm.
monthly. So what if
Yes.
one day the company really doesn't require you? Yeah, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people say that I can just look for another job, but
Mm.
do you think that it will be easier? To some people, they might be easy. To some people, they might not. So whether
Mm-hmm.
yes or no, I think that the life you need to take control by your own hand, your destiny by your own, and don't let it to be how to say that uh yeah, what I mean is you need to take charge of your own life, right? By
Yeah.
starting, because to me, I never dream of become a digital entrepreneur, be a own
Mm-hmm.
boss. Now it's really something something new to me, and I'm also proud of myself. I'm proud of
Yeah.
myself that I never thought that I will be, and now I'm
Yes.
very proud to say that I am. I
Mm-hmm.
am. I'm a full-time working mom. I'm also a digital business owner. So be
Yes.
proud of yourself. Take action
Mm-hmm.
now. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beth, for your time. I hope you have a few more days. You can back to your home, right?
Yes.
How
Yes.
many days?
Next week.
Then I'm happy for you that you can spend more time with your parents and with your
Yes.
family. I
Yeah. Thank
wish
you.
you have a long break,
Mm-hmm.
long break.
Thank you.
Okay. I
Yes.
hope to catch up with you again next time. See
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. Sorry. Before we end, let me see any comments from the audience. Let me see. So sorry. Hi, Lian. Lian are watching us from, let's see. And Miyako watching from Germany. And Blessing from South Korea. Hello. Kaori, hello. And Maria from Italy. Hi, Jeline and Phoebe and Maybelline in Singapore. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Maybelline said that you know Maybelline, right? She
Yeah.
worked in
Yeah. I know.
hospitality for over 13
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
So she can relate very well with you.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for all the audience here. Thank you for your time and see you. Bye bye.
Thank you. See you. Bye.